the Mild Manner Movie Review with your host, Tim.
And Tony. On this week's episode, we will be talking about Wild Wild West.
It's gonna be legend. Wait for it. Yeah, well, I saw it on a rerun.
It's a rerun.
That's what she said. Giggity, giggity. Oh, jeez, Rick. Winter is coming.
Oh my god, they killed Kenny.
You wanna hug it out? Bing, pots. Dairy. Legendary.
Perfect.
Yes, it worked better than I thought. Starting off with our pre-interview, more like a explanation of why we're doing the episode and what we're doing.
I didn't have time to think of questions.
No, there's really
besides asking stuff about, I don't know, that we're gonna answer.
Yeah, I was just saying throughout the movie anyway.
I don't know. Do you remember the first time you saw it? I don't.
I don't think it was in theaters. It might have been on TV.
Yeah, it might have been on TV. I don't think it was in theaters either. It could have been.
It very much could have been 96,
99.
99. So even more so. I probably 8. No, maybe not. Probably TV.
Maybe. But we did choose this movie because of
that's right. The other reason we did,
and you forgot.
These are my Jim West glasses. Thank you very much. So I guess part of our interview would be I get Burger King, the merchandise, which I'll get to. They had this nice carrying case along with these beautiful glasses, which I will wear, even though at great cost. But yeah, we put up a poll on. We decided to do a Will Smith movie because Gemini Man is out.
Yes. Yeah, we're a week behind.
Yeah. Weekend. Yeah, we both kind of caught a bug and got sick, so there was that week in between. But Gemini Man was coming out, so we picked a couple of Will Smith movies and put out some polls on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And pretty much the overwhelming result was Wild Wild West.
Really wanted an Enemy of the State.
That was a close second, actually. Yeah. Surprisingly, iRobot did not do that well. I thought that would.
Yeah, I mean, I would have done any of those.
Any of them. I Am Legend 2. But yeah, so Wild Wild West won out.
Which this is our fourth Will Smith movie, I think.
At least Suicide Squad, Independence Day.
Hitch,
yes. Oh, I forgot about Hitch. Great movie.
And then this. Yeah. I thought we did one more, but
I'm sure we did somewhere. It'll come to us right in the middle. So that's why we chose to do Wild Wild West this week.
Yeah. So let's jump right into our first segment: a Tim and Tony review of Wild Wild West.
Hold on, dude. I knew I was supposed to do it, but I
can't see. It's there. You got it.
Can't find it. B was a little quiet, but I knew I was supposed to do something. But this week, we will be talking about the two best special agents in the Wild West who must save President Grant from the clutches of a diabolical, wheelchair-bound, steampunk-savvy Confederate scientist bent on revenge for losing the Civil War. Ooh, say that.
Mouthful.
Yeah. But it describes it accurately.
Yeah, it does.
I think you first.
Okay.
We'll just go right in order.
All right. So honorable mentions. I only got one, and it's that Kevin Kline plays both Artemis Gordon and the president. Is perfect, and they disguise him as it twice or 3 times.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah. And each time is hysterical.
It works.
Yeah. Them playing each other.
Yeah, it works because they are the same person.
Yeah. My number 5 is the whole saving the president when this giant spider shows up and Gordon fakes pretending to be him. Was this your plan? And then I love the Jim dressing up as like the belly dancer.
Yeah,
that whole scene is great.
He's like, is that woman with us? Like,
that's Jim West.
Yeah.
He's like, oh God.
Yeah.
That whole thing. Then the flamethrowers.
He's like, he started to tell him about the costume. He's like, shut up about the costume.
Yeah, it's yours. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that scene. God, I love this one. Would be higher if not for the 3 top ones. But the magnet
that's
collar
true.
scene it's like the one that I remember still from
From the first time,
yeah,
or
first time
from like
watching,
the early
yeah,
time watching it.
or the last time. I can't remember the last time I watched this before now.
I usually always come in at the same spot. It's like right after that.
right after that
Yeah.
when they jump into each other's arms.
Yeah.
And then what was it? It was there's my spare
My
toolkit.
spare toolkit. Must have
It
been in my
must have
pocket.
been in your pocket. What? It's not on some contraption that shoots up your butt. That's the first place you would have looked.
As a supervillain, yes.
Yeah, then there's some quotes. I don't know if I picked them or you did. No, neither of us did. But I was gonna where he's like, what does he say? He's like, "You're good with all the science stuff." Or whatever.
Oh, you're the master of this mechanical stuff.
I'm the master of the mechanical stuff, and you're the master of the stupid stuff. She's like
He's just like-
screaming at him.
Or he's like, "Oh yeah, this was a bad idea by someone who will remain nameless," and he just shouts Jim West
Yeah.
with like the echoing.
Jim West. Yeah, that whole scene's great. And then number 3 is Jim West and Dr. Lovelace when they run into each other at the whole costume party. But I love when they run into each other and they're
Yeah.
making the jokes at each other. It's, when the woman just sweep you off your feet or something like that. It just keeps saying stuff about
He's
his
getting
legs.
them at like the slavery and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and then he's getting them because he's a half a person.
Yeah. And then the whole costume party. Hang him. Hang him.
He's like, "Oh, I got the rope. Here you go."
Yeah,
Just immediately.
Yeah, and then the East versus West. That's great when they meet, like his henchmen or whatever. And then
He's got a lot of henchmen in this
yeah,
movie,
and then the painting room. I love that.
Oh,
scene.
yeah.
He kills the one guy, which is I knew it was coming, but I'm just like watching him the whole time. to
Yeah,
see
you
it.
could see
Yeah.
him, and then everyone else.
And
is
then
like,
he
"Oh."
shoots everyone around him, and there's just all these bodies everywhere, and
like,
missing
I was
spots
gonna say
from
the
the
missing spot in
painting.
the painting. That's smaller detail.
Yeah. My number 2 is the train itself, and then just all like the gadgets, the steampunk
Oh
gadgets.
yeah,
And,
so many different ones.
and number 1 is Wild Wild West by Will Smith featuring Drew Hill and Kool Moe Dee. The whole music video.
Probably the greatest movie theme song ever.
Yeah, it definitely beats. I think it definitely beats out Men in Black.
Also a jam, but yes, for sure.
But Ghostbusters, that's up there.
Wild
this
Wild-
one.
Wild Wild West.
Still better. I don't know. I think Ghostbusters has a better music video, but this is
Oh,
very,
yeah,
very-
absolutely, yeah.
This one's very close, just because Carlton's in it for like 10 seconds.
Yeah,
if that.
put him in there.
Yeah, but those are my top 5.
All right. So for my top 5, starting with my honorable mentions, like you said, the theme song. It's just one. Will Smith made it, like sang it, produced it himself, which great idea. More artists, although really artists aren't actors. The only one, one would be like Lady Gaga, or didn't she record for
That one, Star is Born.
Star is Born?
Yeah.
She's really the only other singer, actress that could record their own song for it. And then another honorable mention is like as I'm modeling here, the tie-in merchandise from, I think it was probably Burger King, 'cause they did like all those back then. Glad I somehow hung on to these. I don't know. I don't know when I got these, or
Just always kept them.
just always had them on. And they seem to be working. Excuse me. And my last, 2 more honorable mentions. That this movie kind of pushes the PG-13 for the late '90s, I would say.
Yes, it does.
In order to get you, I think when I saw it on TV, everything was still in there. Like they didn't
really.
like change anything or cut anything. So that was an honorable mention, and then my last one is that in the tank scene when it came out of the lake, with like the overhead view, it's just like a big target.
Yeah.
Like the way the grass is cut. I thought that was a nice little detail. Mm-hmm. Like they were practicing there, and then he even had it circled on the map.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's where we're going. My number 5 is that this is a Western buddy cop movie, essentially, is what what it boils down to. My number 4 is all the train scenes. So like when they first met, where it's like he gets flipped under the train, and then the other Gordon gets flipped under too. And they're like, okay,
maybe I'm looking at this.
maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Let's start over. But yeah, like just all the small gadgets, and I don't know why, but when Jim West goes back in and he tries to look for all the guns at the end.
They're empty? Yeah.
I thought for whatever reason, I don't know why, there was like an outline of the noisy cricket. I don't know why I thought I've heard that before.
It could be.
And I didn't see it, but that would be a great little detail.
Yeah.
And then just having like the pool table and all the other gadgets.
Or the was the fake boobs scene.
Oh, yeah.
When Coleman's walking by, he's just like, oh, God, I knew it or something.
Yeah. He only caught the...
Grab my breast.
Yeah. Okay,
now
you grab mine. And then that like phone that they have that like calls. When they're talking to Coleman, the little like...
it's like a
cup and string thing, almost, basically. My number 3 is the... how the tank is part of the train for Loveless when it just kind of like locks in. It's like those yacht, helicopter, wave runner, smaller boat things where it's just you could just fit everything and it works together. I thought that was pretty cool. My number 2 is the saw type trap, so like the collar.
Okay.
How it's like, yeah, just put a couple magnets on it and it'll just cut your head right off. Also, how it opens the movie with that scene.
Yeah, with that.
I don't remember that part. That's like the one thing I don't remember is like, oh wow, we really get right into this. And then my number 1 is just Jim West and Artemis Gordon. Their chemistry together
dynamic,
and them dynamic, yes, playing off of each other and.
I know they don't really become friends till like the very end too.
Oh yeah, they'll last like 15 minutes. It's like. Oh, okay.
They're literally,
let's use this flying machine.
Let's form a plan.
Yeah. Or he's like, oh, thanks for the impermeable.
Yeah.
But those are my top 5.
Okay. A few problems. It's a goofy movie, so it doesn't. And not taking it too serious.
Right, you can't look at it as a Western like. Oh, you might be. No, you couldn't. Just a straight up Western.
Yeah, no.
You can kind of go historical, but even then, it's.
I would say that I guess it's from reading about the show because I've never seen the show. It's
I didn't even know it was a show.
Yeah, it's close to the show, but I guess it. Like the theme of it's close, but then I guess it's very different. Like
everything
style,
else that happens.
Yeah, like the humor, and there's not as much humor, I guess, in the show. And I guess they wanted the guy who played Jim West to be the president, but he turned it down.
I was gonna say, I heard he was not happy with anything that went on.
No. Yeah, but that's mine then, I guess.
Yeah, mine is that it's the obvious looking sets. So like the lake scene with the tank. Like the background is just black because it's probably in a stage somewhere with like a foot of water. But it was the 90s, so it's it was pretty good. I mean, the CG wasn't awful for that time.
No, but like you could tell when like the spider came on screen and they were on the ground.
Whenever they were on the ground and like there was
it
like
showed
the background,
them. Yeah, the background was fake. Yeah,
all of that was fake. But I mean, for the 90s, it's. I mean, I'm sure a lot of other people could find a lot of other problems.
Yeah.
With this, but such as a 80-foot mechanical spider, but that's for another day.
Yes. Okay. On to favorite quotes. So I'll go first with my. It's like the first time you meet the president, the real president.
Yeah.
But I love when he's like, and you, West, not every situation calls for your patent approach of shoot first, shoot later, shoot some more, and then when everyone's dead, try to ask a question or two. It's just a great line because it literally talks about the entire opening scene of meeting Jim West.
It's
shoots
everything.
everybody.
It's like, give me my gun. And it just starts killing everybody.
Yeah. My second one is, I think it's Jim's going ahead to find out where McGrath went. Or he knows he's got him on the map or whatever.
Yeah.
So he jumps onto the horse and he rides away. And Rita goes, he's so impetuous. And Artemis Gordon goes, yes, he's an idiot. Just perfectly explains the relationship for most of the movie.
Yeah. I'm
If
sure
not the
sure
whole
they
movie,
I was
yeah.
gonna say I'm sure they keep it up after.
Yeah.
But we'll never get a Wild West 2. Wild West 2.
Wild West. And then my last one is, it's right after they get captured, Gordon and the president, and he says that he's going to shoot. He's trying to get the president to sign the contract to surrender the U.S.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm going to shoot your man Gordon. And Gordon stands up. He's like, I only have one request, that you aim for my heart which has loved this country so much. It's like quiet, and then Lovelace just goes, shoot him in the head. Gordon's just like, damn, like real quiet.
Like his plan, he's like, "Oh yeah, I got my armor on. I'll be
yeah.
fine." Now shoot him in the head.
Shoot him in the head. Damn.
Straight villain stuff. Because most people would be like, "Okay, yeah, just shoot him in the chest."
Yeah.
My favorite quotes. My first one is Jim West, which kind of when they first meet.
Yeah, on
kind
the
of.
train. Yeah.
And they're looking at the opening scene's guy's head, which is kind of like laying there, and he just keeps repeating. He's like, "That is a man's head." And he's, no matter what Gordon says,
Keeps
he's always
going,
like,
yeah.
"That is a man's head right there." Like, yes, we can learn so much about it. Which, a kind of a weird concept thing for the movie. It's like, shine a light through someone's
And then
skull.
spun it upside down. That stuck with me forever.
I barely remember that.
Really?
So, yeah.
The image coming in upside down. I just remember that.
And then
from
him
this
putting
movie.
the glasses on. It's like, why is it not clear? And it's like, well, let's put the glasses on. I'll leave them off for a couple minutes, let my eyes readjust. And my second one is General McGrath, after basically during the ambush. He's like, "You go straight to hell, sir," and then he pulls his gun on him. And Lovelace says, "After you, sir," and he's like slams his wheelchair, and it's got like shotguns on it, I guess.
Yeah.
And just shoots him and basically ends up killing him. My third one is Jim West, and he goes after they fall asleep on the train, and Gordon put the knife in his shoe. He's like, "Oh well," what Jim West says, "Don't take liberties with my things like anymore." Because he's like, "Yeah, I put those on when you were sleeping."
When you were sleeping.
Turns out that was a good call.
Does he say? Yeah, he's like, that's not the only thing.
Yeah, he like mutters to himself like that's not the only thing or something like that. And then my last quote is Coleman towards the end, and he goes, "No, I draw the line at defying gravity. Good luck." Like after they build the flying machine.
The
He's
Air
like,
Gordon.
"Oh yeah, go." Yeah, the Air Gordon.
The Air
Yes.
Gordon.
Okay, let's move on to some TNT trivia about the movie, starting with Who Am I?
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
I'm Spartacus! I'm Spartacus!
I'm Batman.
I'm Wayne Brady, man!
I am your father. I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am Batman.
I am the Clit Commander!
Yes, I'm Batman.
I'm rich, bitch!
All right, for my Who Am I? First movie this person was in was, for their IMDb.
first movie?
The Jerk,
Giving me oh Jesus.
Blade Runner, Blood Simple, and Critters.
Oh boy. Oh jeez. I don't know. I'm gonna guess
No.
Pep.
What?
I didn't even guess yet.
I was going to give you another
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
if you want. From the you may know them from. On my list, I have Slapshot. This person was in A Time to Kill, Fletch, Romeo and Juliet, Wild Wild West, and Snow Dogs.
I'm gonna guess Ted Levine.
Nope, that is wrong.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go with Kevin Kline.
Nope, that's wrong as well. Cheater.
I picked the right one. But Coleman, the guy who plays Coleman.
Yes, Emmett M. Walsh.
Emmett M. Walsh.
I
I don't recognize him from anything else. Maybe
He was like the captain in Blade Runner. That's what I remember. Him
Oh,
from.
yeah, okay, yeah.
He is deaf in his left ear, and he has 227 acting credits.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot. Okay, so who am I? I am known for Wild Wild West, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Oh Brother Where Art Thou, and Kicking and Screaming.
It's
But we have to do that movie.
Oh Brother We're Out Thou gave it away,
Oh,
but
really?
it's the chick Munition or right?
Yeah, Munition.
I don't remember what her.
Musetta Vander.
Yeah.
Let's see. She grew up without TV because I believe she grew up in South Africa. Yes, or she was South African. They grew up without TV. There was another one. Shortly after her arrival in Hollywood, like some producer guy came over to wherever she was living, and they got married and then went back to Hollywood. And then she starred in more than 20 music videos for top recording artists such as Rod Stewart, Amy Grant, Tina Turner, Elton John, and Chris Isaac.
Not Will Smith.
No. Maybe after this, I don't know. Also, wasn't Kicking and Screaming one of my favorite soccer movies, other than The Big Green.
I think it's better than the Big Green. Big Green doesn't hold up as well.
I would disagree, but I mean I haven't seen it in a while. But you're probably right.
All right. A few random facts about the movie. Though it was a box office failure in the U.S., it's commonly joked that the only reason this movie earned any money at all is because unaccompanied minors would buy tickets to this movie, then use them to sneak into South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, and American Pie.
Possibly.
That's pretty funny. My second one is that Mel Gibson was set to star as James West, and Richard Donner was set to direct it. He also directed 3 episodes of the Wild Wild West show, with the script by Shane Black. And let's see, they announced the plans to make the movie in 1992. However, they both dropped out and went on to do Maverick. After Gibson dropped out, Tom Cruise was attached to star before dropping out to star in Mission Impossible. I would have saw either of these movies. Especially with Shane Black writing it and Donner directing.
There would have been more steampunk for sure. And what's his face? The original actor probably would have came back if
it was
one,
because
he's like, oh, I've worked on it. I know a little bit.
Yeah. Will Smith turned down the lead role in The Matrix to star in this movie, being a fan of the television series. He later said it was the worst decision he made in his career.
Still says that to this day. I watched a video with him on. He was in a Slow Mo Guys video.
Oh yeah, just recently. Yeah.
Yeah, and he there was something in there, and he's even like, you know what, Wild Wild West was bad. So even to this day, he still says it.
Although I'd have to say, after he's done some stinkers after this one.
Yes.
At least this one's more entertaining.
That's true.
Than the other ones.
Okay, so for my random facts, my first one is that Kevin Smith has said that the giant spider was producer John Peters' idea for the later abandoned Superman Lives project from Nicolas Cage and Tim Burton.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was in that documentary you sent me, yeah. My second one is that Sir Kenneth Branagh self-deprecatingly joked that his accent in this movie might be the worst American accent performed by a British actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It's not great.
But I mean,
I wouldn't say it's the worst, but
probably not the worst. But the worst British accent by an American actor would be. Everyone says it's Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins. I forget what video I was watching, but they asked like a bunch of British like random questions, and that was who is the worst?
Who is the worst?
And everyone said Dick Van Dyke.
That's awesome.
I'll have to find that video. And then my third fact is that the sequences on both Artemis Gordon and Dr. Lovelace's train's interiors were shot on set at Warner Brothers Studios. The exteriors of the train were shot in Idaho. A lot of train heavy.
Train, yeah.
Might be because I'm doing my train layout, but that's probably why.
All right. Any final thoughts? Anything we missed? I mean, there's a bunch of stuff on the movie that we missed. But
yes, but overall, I mean, we pretty much. It's not a crazy long movie,
No,
which is
it's
probably
an hour
a
and
benefit
40
for
minutes.
it. Yeah. You could see where I'm sure people would expand and take their time with it, but
I don't know. I think they should remake it again. I think that's a good
I
idea.
like the concept.
Yeah.
The Western,
With
right after the
futuristic,
war,
yeah.
and like the future mechanisms and all that stuff.
I think they should remake it though.
They could, and I'm sure Redding's got a lot better for in the last 20 years or however long. So if Will Smith really wanted to, he could probably redo it.
Yeah.
Be like, the other one didn't happen. Starting over. That would be kind of fun.
That would be cool. I would like to see a sequel. Actually, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, because I mean, you could go literally anywhere. Because that was
we gave them the Secret Service, so then and it seemed like they almost. I mean, they did leave it open for another one.
Oh yeah, because it's. I got Rush Hour 2 vibes throughout the whole thing. That was one thing I wanted to. I was like, oh, I'll remember this, but I forgot until now.
Till the last.
But yeah, it's like
remembered it.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, I kind of had like Rush Hour 2 vibes, where it's like the comedy, the duo between them, how they like kind of fall into these situations and then work their way out of it between them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to bring up. I think we hit everything I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much touched on everything in the movie, so.
Yeah. All right, next up, we'll pretend like we're in charge and recast the movie. We'll do it again the same way. I'll go up first, and then when I'm done, Tony will see if he can guess.
I will see if I can guess
my theme.
And if you guys have an idea, post it in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, drop us a like, subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Figure throw that in there. People say that works, so please subscribe if you're not on YouTube.
All right, for James West, I would go Michael B. Jordan.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Artemis Gordon, I go Johnny Galecki from Big Bang Theory.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that. Yeah.
I think that one works. I like those two. That's what got me started on it.
I have no idea where you're going.
Yeah, Dr. Lovelace, Haley Joel Osment. I think he'd play a good villain.
Okay.
Played a good villain in Future Man.
And his role in The Boys too was.
Oh yeah, kind of evil. Yeah, he could play
not so
more
much
evil though, but yeah.
Jesus, I'm in
Then
trouble.
Rita, I would switch her last name though from Escobar because this wouldn't make any sense for this actress. Emma Watson, so it can't be Escobar.
Or it would be the greatest role she'd ever do.
Possibly, yes.
Oh, my.
Well, I guess if it's her married name, it still could work.
True, but
they would know right away.
You're absolutely right. Oh,
Or
wow.
there would be a good joke about it, like right in the beginning, like you don't look like
See, the stuff writes itself.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
General McGrath, I'd go Sean Astin.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. He reminded me of that look, like he could play general, I guess. And then Coleman, I went Jeff Bridges. So he'd be driving the train.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So, what can you guess the theme? It's.
Oh,
I'll give
boy.
you a hint. It's very similar to my theme last week, which was
2 weeks ago.
Disney Channel stars. It was kind of close.
Oh
to that.
yeah. So then you could probably go. Michael B. Jordan, Johnny Galecki. That's. It wouldn't be TV series stars. Jeff Bridges. See, this sucks because mine is super easy, and you're gonna get it probably on the first.
You're gonna be mad when I tell you.
Yeah, I'm going. I don't think it would be that similar. 'Cause they won't. Yeah, Disney kids, Disney
No.
star. No. One more guess is. I would say possible Marvel characters, but a couple of them have been in
Marvel movies.
Marvel movies. Well, yeah, I don't. Child actors.
Oh yeah, that's it.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, Michael B.
Hell-
Jordan was
and-
in Hardball with Keanu Reeves. He was on the baseball team. Johnny Galecki was in a bunch of stuff,
bunch
but
of
he
stuff.
was
Haley Joel
Christmas
Osment makes
Vacation.
sense.
He was the kid in Christmas Vacation. Yeah, Haley Joel Osment makes sense. Emma Watson was Hermione Granger.
Hermione Granger.
Sean Astin, The Goonies.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Jeff Bridges was in a bunch of stuff when he was a kid, but like started when he was like, I think he was like 8 months old when he was first on
really?
video, in a TV show or in a movie.
Oh, that is a good one. Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Third guess is the charm. Also, when Disney tweeted out everything on their on Disney Plus that's coming out,
Sky High.
there was like I didn't get that far, but there was
No,
like
they don't have it. People were in an uproar about it.
no, I'm
what
going to
I-
be in an uproar.
That's what I saw.
No, what? But like for like 20 years, there was just Kurt Russell's face. Every like fourth movie was just Kurt Russell. Okay, so for my recasting, for James West, Dule Hill.
Okay. Do I already know where this is going?
You should. For Artemis Gordon, James Roday. Dr. Arliss Lovelace, Timothy Amundsen.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one. Rita Escobar, Maggie Lawson.
See, another one where she would. It's her married name, I guess.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. For General McGrath, Jimmy Simpson. that was probably my hardest one.
Yeah.
And Coleman, Corbin Burnson.
Yeah. It was. I mean, he had to play one of those two
Yeah,
last two.
I had him as McGrath, but then I'm like, no, it works better with Coleman.
with Coleman working with
Working with
two.
him. Yeah, that's
these
why.
would be people who were on Psych.
Yes. This would be if Psych made Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West, which we got close. They did some Western episodes.
That's true. Yeah.
All right.
They might have referenced it too. I wouldn't doubt it if they did.
They probably did. I know that. I mean, they reference the Lone Ranger a lot.
And I just watched the other night. I watched the episode with the Rusty Dagger, or Indiana Shawn in the case of the Rusty Dagger or something
with Despero.
with Despero. Yes. And now it's time for us to rank our top 5 movies. Or
top
top
10.
10. Sorry, we updated that. That were TV shows in the 60s that then spawned movies based on those shows.
I know. I thought. Well, when I first put this, I think I had like 3 in my head, and I was like, I know
I
these
had
3.
several, and I'm
And
like,
when I looked at the list, I was like, oh my god.
I had several. Yeah, some of these I didn't even think of.
Yeah.
But I was like, Miami Vice, A-Team.
Oh,
I was thinking
yeah,
like
those were. Yeah, I mean, you could do a list. You could literally do a list of 10 for every decade since the 60s.
Looking at
even
looking
the
at
50s
that,
probably.
Looking at that list you sent me, I'm like, oh my god, yeah.
I know. I hit the just so that I could get them in order. I was like,
Oh yeah, I sorted them by the year.
I was like, oh my god, Because and then I was thinking like 21 Jump Street 90s. And like,
Yeah, like that was
like those, and there was a bunch.
so many.
Yeah, but I'll start with my honorable mentions. I'm gonna throw this one out there first because this one should be up there higher, but
any one of those, you probably
yeah,
someone
but,
could make a case.
Batman. The only reason I'm putting it lower is because the rest of these are more of a reboot from the series. Where even
That
when
was
we
just
got the new Batman in the past few years, the animated, it was still with the same cast.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
or
still,
for most of the same cast, and so like I didn't. That's why they're honorable mention.
that makes sense.
But then Scooby Doo is another one.
I was like, how dare you?
The Flintstones, just the first one though, not the Viva Rock Vegas. That one was bad.
See, what? I'm sure I knew about it, but no, the John Goodman and
You've never seen
Rick
the second
Moranis?
one?
No.
Oh, it's awful. Don't watch it.
I will not watch it.
Good. And then George of the Jungle.
Halle Berry,
Halle Berry.
Flintstone.
Oh yeah, she was.
There was a ton of
There was.
a ton of people.
Number 10, the Brady Bunch. Mm-hmm. I guess this isn't a reboot either,
I don't think
I've... no, they did with new people, didn't they?
I thought they did.
I think they did.
I don't remember there ever being a movie, or at least I've never seen it.
Yeah, late 90s they did a movie.
Yeah, otherwise that'd be a good one, like a perfect one.
Yeah, maybe I'll switch that with Scooby-Doo. Number 9, The Addams Family.
That's another classic.
Number 8, My Favorite Martian. That one I didn't know was a TV show.
That one, neither did I, and I would just remember the Disney movie and
With
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd.
I don't know why,
Jeff
but
Daniels.
There were. Oh
Right?
yeah, Jeff Daniels. Yeah. I watched that movie before I knew who Jeff Daniels was. So I was
before
like,
Dumb and Dumber.
there was probably a couple months where I was young where I watched that like every weekend. It was just in the VCR and just kept rewinding and playing it.
Number 7, I Spy, which I didn't know was a show either, with Bill Cosby.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
But the movies with Eddie Murphy and
Owen Wilson.
That's
Yeah.
a great movie.
I'm sure I've seen it, but I don't recall.
Number 6, Lost in Space, the movie, not the new TV show. That's a great movie with Matt LeBlanc. Wild Wild West, number 5.
Now I can see.
I can see. Number 4, The Fugitive, which I think I'd seen that it was a show before,
yeah.
but I think the first time I saw it, I didn't know it was that based off
And
a
then
TV show.
and then the 100th time you saw it, you're like, I can quote this entire movie. Because that movie's on all the time.
Yeah. Number 3, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. Didn't see that movie until recently. And
I was gonna
loved
say,
it.
yeah, you did watch it though, right?
Yeah, it was really good.
I did like it. Yes.
Number 2, Mission Impossible. All of them. But
Yes, yeah.
And that's a good one that I guess
That's
they
one where
changed a lot from the TV show.
Right. I haven't even seen the old TV show.
No, me neither. And
This
then that's why
one I have, though.
Yeah, number 1. This is why it was number 1 is because I have seen the TV show, a lot of the episodes,
Yeah.
if not all. Get Smart though, and I thought they did a great job.
That was
making
very
the
good.
movie. Steve Carell is the perfect cast.
He was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. I was gonna say I thoroughly enjoyed that movie.
Yeah. So that's why it's my number 1.
I would totally agree with you.
Mission
there,
Impossible might be better movies, but I think
I was saying,
in this,
that's a better-
this category though
Yes,
that
no.
we're ranking it. Get Smart is number 1.
I would agree with you, but I'm going to disagree with you in a couple seconds, in a couple minutes. My honorable mentions are George of the Jungle, Batman for the same reason, and Bewitched.
Isn't that? I don't think I've seen that whole thing through.
I
Will
honestly I
Ferrell
don't
and
think and
Nicole
Nicole
Kidman?
Kidman, I don't think I have
I
either.
don't think I have seen it all the way through.
But I'm gonna put it on there because it's an honorable mention anyway. It's not number 2 on my list.
It's
So,
not number 2.
see if any of our listeners get that joke. My number 10, Addams Family. Number 9, I wasn't sure because when you said like cartoons and stuff, I put it on here anyway. But Rocky and Bullwinkle, so kind of like Dudley Do Right.
Yeah,
Is it's like the same the same comic or show.
one with Brendan Fraser.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. Boris and Natasha. My number 8 is The Fugitive. I only put it so low because I've seen it so many times. But it is a great movie.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but I've just seen it so much. My number 7 is My Favorite Martian. Like I said, I watched it probably for months straight when I was younger. My number 6 is Scooby-Doo.
That was perfectly cast.
That was another one.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
I can't think of the guy that plays Shaggy, but he was
Oh,
perfect. He
I've
was
seen-
in
I've-
Lilliard.
Matthew Lillard. Right?
Yeah.
He's big in the D&D community now.
Yeah.
A bunch of random
I think
videos
I've
I've watched.
seen him-
He's been talking about like, yeah, I love this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's been on a couple of the big roles or the big shows. What's her name? No, not Sarah Jessica Parker. You know who
I
I'm
know who
talking
you're
about.
talking about.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
There you go. And then what's her name
I was
from
gonna say-
Grandma's Boy, and she was in
It's not. We're talking about Velma.
Hawkeye. Yeah, Hawkeye's
wife.
wife.
It's not Evangeline Lilly because she's Wasp, right?
It is Linda
Cardellini.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's hilarious, but perfect in that role. Number 5, Wild Wild West. Number 4, Flintstones. I don't know. That was another movie where whenever it was on TV when I was younger, I was like, I
Just
have to watch
watching
it.
it.
One of the first Halloween costumes I got at school it's the Fred Flintstone. Wore that for a couple Halloweens. It's perfect. And then my number 3, Man from U.N.C.L.E. Number 2, Get Smart, and number 1, Mission Impossible. Just rewatching the Mission Impossible series and then Fallout, just blowing everything away.
Yeah. Great movie.
Absolutely.
Okay, for our last segment, let's talk about the geek news.
He doesn't want to be famous? Now make him infamous.
General, haven't you ever heard of freedom of the press?
I'm not a cop. I'm a reporter.
Gossip, rumors, panic in the streets. We're lucky.
Vicky Vale. I'm intrigued by Alex's giant bat story, so I've done some.
The Batman.
Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
It is not. I resent that. Slander is spoken. In print, it's libel.
The police won't help. The press has to do the right thing.
You serious?
First up on the docket, we have a bunch of trailers. These past 2 weeks.
I think I've seen most of them.
Yeah, I saw most of
I
them.
think that you'll have to remind me about this one, but when we get there.
That one? Oh,
Yeah.
that one was good. All right, but first up, we got The Kingsman, the second trailer. Just kind of filled in more of what the plot is.
Yeah, kind of what to expect.
And I love the end of it. It's like, yeah, this allows you to jump out of airplanes or... Yeah, and to fly or whatever. Yeah.
Why would you want to jump out of a
Why
perfect?
would you? Yeah. Yeah, but that movie looks great.
That's going to be a good one, yeah.
Yeah, and they also announced that the script for Kingsman 3, I guess, is finished.
Oh, wow. So that'll give them... That's perfect.
Mm-hmm. I think Taron Egerton announced it this past weekend when he was in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, for, what was it, Ace Comic-Con, I think?
Yeah.
But the next trailer is the Birds of Prey full trailer.
I still really don't know what's going on for most of it. I kind of get it. Like or know what it reminds me of is Deadpool 2, where it looks like she's with Orphan the whole time, and she's like kind of protecting her. It seems, I don't know, kind of like that. I guess
That's got to be what it is
for a little bit, and something like that.
Where they're trying to protect the girl in this one.
Yeah,
I forget who it's supposed to be, but yeah, that's why they're going to team up against him.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see how it looks cool.
It does, yeah.
And I like the idea, but we'll see how it actually all plays out.
Next up, Kevin Smith announces Clerks 3. I guess he changed I think he finished the script a long time ago, and now after reboot, he changed the script.
He went back to it,
and changed it around.
Well, now he's probably like, oh well.
And now I think
people
they're
are
making
enjoying
it.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they're actually going to make that one though.
That'll be good. Another trailer is The Gentleman, and this is the one I was talking about. All right.
Yeah. So
Sure.
what's the director? The guy who did Snatch and
that didn't help.
I don't know, but it's got Charlie Hunnam, Hugh Grant. It's
that one. Yes, I did. Yes, I
is-
did watch this trailer.
The cast is
this
unreal.
looks so cool.
God, it's gonna piss me off.
Charlie Hunnam knocked it out of the park for me. You're right.
And God, who else is in this movie though?
You're
Colin
right.
Farrell has a great scene in it. Guy Ritchie, that's the director.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this looks like a fun.
This looks. I can't wait for this one. Let's see.
Yeah.
Who else is in this?
There was a lot of people, and they showed most of them.
Matthew McConaughey. How did we forget about him?
Oh yeah, he's the main.
Yeah, he's the main guy in it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of familiar faces from other movies.
Right, a lot of
but
background actors, but
no big names besides
that
the ones we
should be
just
fun.
said. Yeah, that looks awesome though.
And his movies tend to do pretty well.
Yeah.
He did Aladdin and a bunch of other.
I was surprised that he did Aladdin. When I was looking him up when this trailer came out, I was like, I didn't know he did Aladdin. It seems very out of place.
Yeah,
for
it's one of
him.
those that's an interesting choice.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Jungle Cruise trailer. I remember a little bit of this one. With
yeah,
The Rock and Emily Blunt.
That's pretty much all you need to know is The Rock is in it.
It looks like he's like a tour guide, but who sets up fake.
That's exactly what it is. So it's basically
fake adventures.
It's basically like the ride. Like he's creating the ride. So it's like, oh look, there's a snake, and he hits something, and that makes the snake come out.
It reminded me of Land of the Lost.
Yeah, it's kind of got that feel to it.
When Danny McBride's leading the tour. But it looks good. It looks crazy.
Yeah,
it looks like a Jumanji, another Jumanji movie.
That's basically what it
prequel.
Does. It could be. I mean, who knows? Rock's doing so much that he probably thought he was on Jumanji
the whole time. Yeah.
Oh my!
I'm pretty sure it's the same character.
Oh yeah. And then one of the last trailers we got is a Doolittle trailer.
Yeah. Kind of a teaser. We didn't get a lot of the
it wasn't like
talking.
a whole.
And we got a few of them.
Only
talking.
a couple. Yeah. Which I mean, the animal voice cast is pretty big.
Yeah, isn't John Cena doing one? Tom Holland.
John Cena, Tom Holland.
That's another one.
There was a comedian. After saying, there's a lot.
Michael Sheen, Rami Malek.
Wasn't
Ray Fiennes.
That was another.
Emma Thompson.
That was who I was thinking of.
Kumail Nanjiani.
So it'll be okay.
Antonio Banderas.
What?
Selena Gomez. There's a lot of people.
Selena Gomez. There was a lot of bigger, newer.
Craig Robinson.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fun. I don't know. I guess this movie's. I saw a post on Reddit. Someone who worked on the movie said before they reshot everything, it was just a mess, an absolute mess. Where production was just terrible to be on. No one wanted to be there, and it was just a pain. So we'll see if that actually how that
got fixed.
Yeah,
hopefully it did. Then for the Batman, we got our Catwoman was cast. Zoe Kravitz will be playing her. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I mean, I think I've only seen her in a few things.
Right, I'm trying to remember what.
She was in the new Fantastic Beasts, but I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, you're right. I haven't seen the new one either.
She was in a handful of things that I'd seen though.
Oh, Mad Max, which I haven't seen.
I haven't seen that. She was in X-Men First Class.
Oh yeah, wasn't she
Angel?
Angel, yeah. After Earth, so she was Mary Jane in.
She played Catwoman in Lego Batman.
And she was Mary Jane in Spider-Verse.
Oh, she was? Yeah.
So yeah, I mean this is gonna be good.
I think
can't
it's
wait.
good.
I can't wait for the movie
Yeah.
itself.
I
It's
wonder
just overall.
how she's gonna look as Catwoman.
I was gonna say I wonder which one they're gonna go with. 'Cause
Something new. They can't go with something.
No,
was
they
already done.
they'd have to kind of like with Anne Hathaway's where it was a little different.
A little different,
Yeah, they have to do something like that.
Or just go straight up because no one's done that comic, the new, like the
The
new
new
52
look.
look type. Or even the Arkham look would be good.
Ooh, yeah, either one of those. And then also a new Sonic the Hedgehog design surfaced online. This is one of them I didn't see.
It looks much better.
Oh,
The
yeah,
eyes
that's-
are like bigger. It doesn't look as creepy in the eyes.
Okay, that's
doesn't
good
have
because the eyes made it look
He doesn't have the dead eyes.
crazy.
But it looks much better. Even people online are definitely agreeing.
Let's see if I can pull this up real quick.
Which I don't know why they didn't do it in the first place.
Why what didn't look like this?
Yeah.
Because they pushed it back to, wasn't it like
They
February?
were supposed to be, this. Those are the bad ones.
Yeah. Also the Halloween costume.
That one. Do that second one.
This one?
Yeah.
Is that the article? Let's see.
No,
That?
Nope. Keep going. Nope, they don't have the picture.
Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Yeah, the blurry promo. Let me click on the Twitter user, see if we get it.
Yeah, the eyes are connected though now. So you,
Okay, yeah.
yeah,
Captain
you're gonna have
America.
to scroll a while. It looks like.
Some chick with glasses.
But last up,
I there's no way it's
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
find
be able to
it.
get back.
last
It's
up,
yours anyway. So.
yeah, we got a Rick and Morty season 4 trailer and announcement for that's coming out November 11th, and it looks ridiculous.
I should probably start watching that show.
They're on Hulu and they're 20 minutes, and there's I think like
I heard the biggest uproar was there's
14
only like
episodes. I think they're doing half the season.
right, but didn't one of the creators just die, or like
One of the producers.
producers?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
not like they're gonna.
Yeah,
I don't know
but
why people getting so upset about it.
last time they gave us one episode, and then we had to wait a few months
Right, yeah.
for the rest. So I'm fine
people should
with
just be happy.
I think that they're doing 5. I think 5 or 6.
I think it was 6. Or I
6?
thought it was 6.
Yeah, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, they look ridiculous, so I can't wait. So before we wrap up our episode, we'll look ahead what's coming up. Episode 121, we're going to do Dogma, Kevin Smith's Dogma. Tony's
I have not seen it.
And we will be seeing, or probably by the time this posts, we had seen Chance and Bob
should,
Reboot
yes, yeah.
on the 17th. So maybe we'll
You
do
said
a review on that.
It is a double one, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
And then 122, we're going to do Taika Waititi's What We Do in the Shadows, because his Jojo Rabbit will be coming out this Friday.
And I
yeah,
also haven't
18th.
seen that either.
Seen that.
I've seen one episode of the TV show, which was hilarious.
Yeah. Movie's great. So we'll be doing those two.
If you have any suggestions
yeah.
of movies, yeah.
We'll gladly do them. So that's been our show today. Hope you enjoyed it.
You can follow us on social media and our website, timandtonytalk.com. Remember, share this with your friends.
And make sure to join us next week for the Mild Manner Movie Review.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Thanks for listening. I'm Tim.
And I'm Tony. We are the Dynamic Duo.
Good
Good
night.
night.